YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Trey again. Can somebody please tell me why do they keep messing with DMX? Why is they keep messing with this poor man? Basically, it seems to me that the powers that be, the system, basically want to destroy this guy because this guy right here clearly has a message to tell the people. And to see somebody like DMX, who was once a hardcore rapper, who was once in movies, Romeo Must Die, Cradle to the Grave, Never Die Alone. He did movies with Steven Seagal, with Jet Li, and to be at the point that he's at now, where they're trying to just basically what they've been doing for the last semi-yard years is strip him of everything, take everything that this man had worked his life for, and it shows you that once you speak out against the powers that be, and there are a such thing as powers that be for those of you who want to act like it's not. We all know the game. We know what time it is. But when you get the nerve to want to speak out against the powers that be, especially if you're a known public figure, no matter who you is, no matter if you're a Cat Williams, no matter if you're a Patrice O'Neal, no matter who you are in this game, they will try to their best to silence you. And no matter how long it take, they will not forget, and they will keep on pursuing you until they get you. But anyway, it just came out recently that rapper DMX has been arrested for owing the IRS 1.7 million in tax evasion, back taxes that he didn't file. Now, this is one of the most common things for these artists and these celebrities to get caught up on, because it's like anytime that they feel they want to pull you back in or try to sit you down, notice these tax charges come up. Just like how they got also the rapper Mystical. If for those of you who are familiar with Mystical, they got him on tax evasion also, and they also got Ronald Isley from the Isley Brothers tax evasion, Lauren Hill tax evasion. Now you mean to tell me that these people make millions of dollars and they do not report or file their taxes? You have to understand, to millionaires, paying that kind of money because you constantly got money coming in, you constantly have a steady stream of money. This to me sounds very crazy and also asinine, like they basically just telling us anything, and I really don't believe it. Now, Earl Simons, DMX real name, was one of the only few rappers that scored two #1 albums in the same year, and that was "It's Dark, Hell Is Hot" and "Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood," which is two classic hip hop albums right now. Sold millions of albums, millions of albums. He was one of the only. I think if he wasn't the first, he was one of the only few that ever did it the same year. Released two albums and they all went platinum, went #1 Billboard all at the same year. So the guy was truly gifted, truly has a message for the people, and it goes to show you, long as he was out there living any kind of way and living that thug life, that street life, he didn't have no problems. But the moment he decided to speak for God and speak peace and prosperity and tell you to love your fellow brother or sister, that's when all hell broke loose. It's like that's when they released the minions on him. Now I'm finna read this little part right here to you, then I'll give my opinion on, you know, what's going on. Some things that we might maybe not be in, some things we may not see, and some things we are seeing, but we just need somebody else to tell us. It's just like when you think something, somebody else come and tell you, it's basically solidifying and bringing you clarification that what you saying and what you thinking is true because somebody else thinking and saying the same thing. That's how it goes. Now it says, and they got this man all over the front page. It says the U.S. rapper DMX has been arrested on 14 counts. 14 counts now, not one count, because they want to get you on as many counts as they can. That's just like with the drug deals with these big drug lords. They don't want them on just one count because you might beat that count. You feel me? See, they want you on all these different counts so they can keep trying you on that count. That's what it means. You get one count down, okay, you got 13 more. You get that down, you got 12 more. That's how it goes. That's why they do that like that, and they do it in all kinds of cases, especially when it's involving the IRS and the government. So anyway, after being alleged to have concealed million, alleged now, not factual, because we don't see no documents as of yet. Now this is alleged to have concealed millions of dollars in earnings and evaded 1.7 million of tax. DMX born Earl Simons would appear before a judge in New York today following the arrest, as well as being charged over tax evasion. In failure to file tax returns, he allegedly concealed his true income, telling a bankruptcy court that his income was unknown for the years 2011, 2012, and just 10,000 in 2013. He is accused of maintaining a cash lifestyle, like he's supposed to be broke, like he don't supposed to have nothing. Pretty much, that's what they saying when they said he is accused of maintaining a cash lifestyle, which means he took it back to the old school where he didn't use the bank systems, he didn't use these debit cards and all this stuff. It's pretty much cash because you can't follow that. That's why they want everybody off cash and go to the cards. That way they can track your every move and take that out. Because if I got $1 million of cash or unless I got, okay, compare this. If I got $1 million of cash and I got $1 million on a debit card, guess what? They can't take that million from me unless they come into my space and my wherever I have the money at. But only thing they gotta do to take $1 million out your bank account is sit behind a computer, type a few things in, just like they put that money in. They can take that money out. You see what I'm saying? You better learn something. Anyway, avoiding the use of a personal bank account and using the bank accounts of nominees, including his business managers, to pay personal expenses. A statement for the Justice Department described it as a multi-year scheme. Now they try to make this man like he's some big kind of tax evasion guy. I mean, you got guys from what was the guy from Enron? Bernie Madoff stole billions of dollars, made thousands of people go homeless and stuff, and he didn't even serve a day in jail. You got all these people stealing millions and billions, but nothing don't happen to them. They don't get drugged out like that. They pay a little settlement, and they ride off in the sunset. But anyway, a statement for the Justice Department described it as a multi-year scheme. If found guilty and given the maximum sentence, why would they put if found guilty then add if given the maximum sentence? Wow. So are you intended to give him the maximum sentence? For each count, he will be in prison for 44 years. Number 4. Okay. But anyway, so you mean to tell me that this guy, we will be looking at upward from anywhere from a few years to 44 at the max, over some money of his that he didn't report allegedly, and it's not really even proven yet. But that's not the reason why. We'll get to that in a second. Now, they also goes down and say, I'm not gonna read the other part about this. Then they also always throw in there his criminal record, his about him being arrested too. So you have to pay attention to that also. Anytime they really trying to destroy the person, first they have to destroy the image. They're constantly working on this guy's image. He's fighting back with his image when he's combating the it's hard for people to understand, I'm telling you. But anyway, he's combating that image that they trying to play, put him out there in the public like he's some chronic crackhead. Okay, he admitted that he smoked rocks before. He admitted that he had these disorders, that he's going through a lot of stuff mentally. He's been mentally disturbed child even when he was young, foster home and group homes. When he said on the song "Slipping," prepared my ass for jail, put me in a situation forcing me to be a man when I was just learning to stand without a helping hand. You know, the guy is pouring out his soul. You know, and that's one of my favorite songs. That song "Slipping" too. Y'all need to check that out. But the enemy know, the devil know, and there is such thing as the devil. I don't care what nobody say, and whether he be in people, he use people. I ain't talking about no red man that live under the earth. I don't believe in that. The devils I'm talking about walk the earth. But anyway, they had said, and I'm finna stop reading after this. He has had numerous stints in jail for offenses including drug and firearm possession, reckless driving, animal cruelty, and failure to pay child support. Wow, really? Really? During one period of time in 2010, he was moved to a mental health unit. Yes, he was. It was a reason why, too. In 2011, he discussed having a personality disorder, split personality. Got to split your personality. That's why you see a lot of these people. 1 minute they happy, 1 minute they sad, 1 minute they jumping for joy. Next minute they somewhere crawled up under a bed, looking out from under the covers, scared somebody gonna attack them because their mind has been split into different dimensions, and each one of those dimensions has a person in it, a different personality. And it's no different from him to people that's in your family. If you wonder why somebody is like this 1 minute, they like this the next, because their mind has been split. It's more than one person living inside of them. It's true. Anyway, it says 2011 he discussed having a personality disorder. I used to be really clear about who was what and what each characteristics each personality had, but at this point I'm not even sure there is a difference. See what I'm saying? So they're trying to make the man out to be crazy. But back to what I'm saying. Now remember, now we finna link 2 and 2 together. Okay. Remember the thing with Kanye West. Well, not the thing. Remember when Kanye West went on that rant about Jay-Z. Talking about Jay-Z, come see me. You ain't bring your kids to come play with my kids. We, basically looked at Jigga as a big brother. And You know, even though he did it in a bad spot when he was on the Pablo tour, even though he shouldn't have kind of aired out the grievances in public like that, he said one thing that was crucial in there. One thing that was crucial, and people that know hip hop know this right here. When he said, the last real nigga alive, that's what he said. That's his words, not me. And that's what he said. He said, the last real nigga alive is DMX. He said, you raised me, bro. He gave DMX the glory. You feel what I'm saying? Think about what I'm saying. Forget that that N word part. You feel me? Because a lot of people just focus on that. We're not talking about that. Cause those are Kanye words. But anyway, just imagine what he just said. He said, basically, you raised me, bro. You the last real, basically, man alive. You the last real rapper alive that we have. And DMX felt that because guess what? DMX and Jay-Z done had a lot of problems too. And for people that also know the inside details, Jay-Z and DMX had a freestyle battle. Dame Dash and them talk about this on YouTube. They was at a pool hall, and DMX said it just like this: "I got in his ass." You know how he talk. I got in his ass, bro. He couldn't take it. You feel me? So anyway, and they've been right ever since. And remember also when DMX supposed to sign with Rock Nation, Jay-Z talking about the mental health thing that he gonna make sure DMX need help. DMX like, I don't need that kind of help, bro. And he said that publicly also. Now remember, now we're gonna go back to the Kanye West thing. Now remember when Kanye did that, Jay-Z came out, disowned the guy, talking about, I gave you 20 million, you gave me 20 millions and stuff, because he didn't like that. Because he lifted DMX up, and we already know the people that's been around enough. We know who's the dog in this industry is. We know, well, it's more than one dog, but we know who DMX is. We know who these elite rappers is, because we ain't just started watching these guys in the last 5 or 10 years. Some of us been watching these guys for 20 years, 25, 30 years. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm finna end on this. Now this what set it off right here. When DMX made a response to Kanye, he said, I want to give a special shout out to Kanye. Let him know that my prayers are with him. My family's prayers are with him. When God is for you, who can be against you? No one or nothing. Stand strong, brother. Stand strong. God is in your corner, no matter what. This is the video that he made to Kanye, telling him that. And right after that, not even about 2 months later, 3 months later, to this point we at right now, that's when they come with that right there. Okay, we got to silence him. You feel me? Because they're trying to get rid of the real so they can bring in all the fake, so the fake can just run wild, and it won't be no memory left for the real. You see what I'm saying? Even people that's trying to pour out their hearts and their voices, their opinions, they don't want the real. They want to get rid of the people that's speaking the real, and they want to entertain y'all with the fake. So later on in life, time goes on, you will know what DMX done for the rap game. You would know what a Scarface did for the rap game. You wouldn't know what Big Pun did for the rap game. You won't know what a Eazy-E did for the rap game. You won't know what a Prodigy did for the rap game, or Tupac, or Biggie. You won't know. A Big L and them. You won't know if we don't keep lifting their names up to people that really know and listen to music. You feel me? It's bigger than what you think it is. So anyway, we're gonna leave it at that. And let's just pray for the brother, man, because he's really a good guy, and he has turned his life around. But that goes to show you, once you make a deal with the devil, you can never go back. I'm out.